So, there's just some videos that I know when I do them, they're probably not gonna get a lot of views. This is probably one of those videos, but honestly, I just feel like this topic, what I'm about to share with you today, is so important, I would be doing a huge disservice to not talk about it. So even if this only helps one person, if you're the only one that watches it to the end and it really truly helps you, to me, it's worth it, and I should probably do more of these kinds of videos. And that topic is comparison. I want to talk about the dangers of comparison. I want to show you a story from my own life that can show how comparison can turn something that could be so positive into something negative. And I also want to talk about how powerful a fitness lifestyle and lifting weights can be for everything in your life. So don't go anywhere. So here's the thing, I know it's hard not to compare yourself to others, it's only natural, but the thing is, you don't really know anything about anyone else's situation. In fact, one thing I really hate about this industry is there's so many people that are on some sort of steroid or performance-enhancing drug of some sort, and I'm not just talking about guys here, ladies, I'm telling you, many women are taking stuff that get them ridiculous results, and you can never know that. So yeah, you don't know what they're taking, you don't know anything about their genetics, you don't know anything about their lifestyle and what they're doing or anything else, and it's irrelevant to you. You have to focus on yourself and celebrate your own progress regardless if you think it's slow or not. In fact, if you're trying to lose weight, one of the biggest mistakes you can make is compare yourself to people who are losing weight fast, because there's a good chance they're probably doing some sort of quick fix, unsustainable plan that's not going to end well. And this is something that I've heard from several clients over the years, where they may have been struggling initially because they're playing the long game and they see other people getting crazy fast progress. And they'll have friends and family who do some sort of extreme measure and say, I see you're struggling quite a bit, look how great my results are, you should do what I'm doing. And that can be so tempting, but what ends up happening is they go, okay, now it's been 2 years, those people that I was jealous of, now they've gained all the weight back and then some, and here I am, I got where I wanted to be, and I've been able to maintain it because I did things the smart way and made a lifestyle out of it. So that's a good thing to remind yourself. Just because someone's getting better results doesn't mean they're doing a better thing than you. In fact, they could be doing themselves more harm than good. Now, unless you've been with my channel for a long time, this channel used to be a powerlifting channel, and the majority of the content was just me going through my journey and taking you along with it. Well, the story I have from my powerlifting days that has a lot to do with the comparison game, and a point that I want to make goes back to my final meet ever, and I was lifting at the USAPL Nationals. This was back when it was much easier to qualify for Nationals than it is now, but I made Nationals and I was going to be competing there, and I had some struggles going into it. I had some bad injuries that kept me out, and it looked like I might not even be able to compete, and even then when it did look like I could compete, I was worried about being able to perform because of what had happened. And going into it, I had this goal that I wanted to hit a 1,300 pound total between the 3 lifts, and I even documented at one point that I needed to be perfect if I was going to do that. Big goal is 1,300 pounds. That's really what I want to do. It should be there, but I'm gonna have to be perfect. I have to go 9 for 9. If I miss a lift, it will not happen. And you know what? I was able to do it. I got through it. I had the best meet of my life. I absolutely executed flawlessly, and I was so happy and proud of what I accomplished. I didn't even really celebrate when I hit that final deadlift. I was actually literally in tears because I was so proud of not giving up when it seemed too hard, not letting my fears of failing stop me from getting there, and sticking with it when it felt like everything was against me and I wouldn't be able to do it. Because I pushed through that, I was able to do something that made me incredibly proud, and I'll touch more about how that has carryover in a little bit. But the point I wanted to make about comparison is, if you look at the standings of this, and I should have looked back because I'm going off of memory here, but it's kind of irrelevant. So anyways, there was something around 52 lifters in my weight class. I finished 46 out of 52 people. I mean, basically the bottom 10% roughly, right? I was pretty much dead last, and I executed perfectly. I had the best meet of my life, and I was one of the worst lifters there. So if I played the comparison game and I looked at it like, all these people are so much better than me, I did so great for myself, look at how terrible I am in comparison to everybody else, It would have taken something that was a huge moment for me, a huge character builder, something that made me so proud and gave me so much more confidence and so much joy, and was just this amazing thing. And would have turned it into, why am I so bad at this? Everyone's so much better. And it just would have turned a really positive thing into a negative. And that's one of the biggest dangers of comparison. But here's the thing, this is the next message of this video, and that is the power of lifting weights and of whatever you like to do for your fitness lifestyle. It doesn't have to be weights. And that is, it just teaches you so much about the power of perseverance and not giving up on your goals and learning when you push through and accomplish things that you didn't think you could do. It builds so much pride and confidence into you, and that can carry over into everything in your life. And that is absolutely something that's happened for me, something I had no clue would be a thing when I first started lifting 14 years ago. It really did teach me to not give up so easily in other areas of my life and learn the power of that grit and what it will give for you. It carries over to everything. I have a saying that I like a lot, and that is, if you don't let the weights beat you, you won't let life beat you. And as a powerlifter, that was a pretty big lesson that I learned. I mean, I had some scenarios where I just really struggled to be able to get stronger. And one of the biggest things for me was I got pretty strong pretty quickly at my deadlift, but then I hit a huge plateau and I just couldn't get stronger. I got up to 500 pounds, and after that I kept trying to hit 515. I don't know why I wanted to go to that number, but I just was like, I had to hit 515. And I tried and I failed, and then I tried again and then I failed, and I tried again and I failed, and over tons of programming and everything else, over a year and a half, I still had never hit that weight, and it kept beating me over and over. And that can get you down, right? Like, you feel like you're not making progress. It feels like it's not worth the effort. Why am I doing this so hard? But I'm telling you, when I finally hit that 515, which was literally moments, like probably 5 minutes after I had failed it again for like the fourth time, that was huge. I mean, I lost my mind. Thankfully, I was in a powerlifting gym at the time that was friendly for loud yelling and banging of weights and stuff. But I mean, the just pure emotion that took over, the pride that I felt from that, I mean, these are feelings that you cannot replace. You can't get this from stuff that comes easy. You can't get that by seeing fast progress. It's the challenges, it's the struggles in life. Those are the things that make you grow. And this is what a fitness lifestyle does for you if you stop giving up whenever it gets hard and understand that there's so much power behind going through during those challenging times. That's what changes you. It's not the end result. I'm telling you, it's not. It is the journey that means so much more. You're never proud of whatever the end result is. I mean, yeah, it feels good when it happens, but it's being proud of what you went through and how hard it was, but you didn't give up. That's what you really care about. That's what makes you feel good. It's like the result, the body you get or the strength you get is kind of like a side effect of the bigger picture. If you made it this far, let me know in the comments. I'd like to see how many people actually do this. It's probably not very many, but that's okay. I want to help you. I need to be okay with not worrying about how much I can grow my channel, and that's a good lesson for comparison too. I can get pretty wrapped up in, I've been doing videos for all this time and created, 800 plus videos, and everyone else is growing so much better. It doesn't matter. I can't control that. I can only control me. And if these videos help you, then that makes me happy. So I actually have a video put together kind of documenting the struggles and going through that meet itself. It's kind of like a little bit motivational. If you're actually interested in my journey back then and want to see it, then I'll put that as the top video you can click on next. Otherwise, I think you'll like this bottom video instead, and I'll see you in that other video.